Cartafalsa. Hello, everyone. Welcome inside Moody Park. I'm JC Calavita, and I'm here to bring you Trenton Generals baseball. They're here today facing against the 18-5 North Jersey Eagles, and we're going to bring you the starting lineups right here. Leading off for the Eagles, it's going to be Devin Boone. He's playing second base, batting second. It's going to be Robert Estrada. Batting third, Ryan Ford, the first baseman, winner of the Emery Glove MVP in the All-Star game, hit a mammoth home run. Brian Scatini will bat fourth and be the designated hitter for Game 1. Nick Adamo will catch and bat fifth. Michael Cilio will bat sixth and play third base. Anthony Abatine in center, batting seventh. Frankie Marinelli out in left will bat eighth. And batting ninth, Kenny Dodson over at shortstop. Lorenzo Repack leads off for the Generals. He's playing in left field today. Giuseppe Arcuri at second base, batting second. Mark McNelly over at third base. He's batting third. And batting cleanup, Greg Delgado at the DH spot. Danny Melnick, the catcher, bats fifth. Paul Cooke out in center, bats sixth. Batting seventh, Jake Sloss at first base. Kenny Lombardo hitting eighth in right field. And rounding out the order, Xavier Delgado. He'll play shortstop today. The starting pitcher for these Eagles will be Jack Carr. Jack Carr has been superb this year. It's his fourth game, his second start. He's thrown 10 2/3 innings. He has thrown 14 strikeouts to only one walk. He's got a 1-0 record, and an ERA of 0, has not allowed a run thus far. Eric Cartafalsa takes the hill for the Generals. He is pitching in his seventh game, his fifth start of the year. He's done 26 1/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts to 6 walks, 2-1 record with a 5.12 ERA. His last time out, he pitched very, very well against the Ocean Ospreys in that game. He threw a complete game, 7 innings. He only gave up 2 earned runs, allowed 5 hits, struck out 6, and walked only 1 batter. So he has done very well as of late. What we're looking for in this game, we got most of this lineup. Almost everyone in this lineup is pretty much all-stars for the Generals. They're 21-10. They're leading the Wolf division right now. So this is how the playoffs are going to work. The top 3 teams from each division make the playoffs. The second and third place team from each division are going to have a 1-game playoff to see who will play the first place team. Now, then there's going to be a doubleheader at the first place team's home park, where the first game, the first place team is home, and the second game, whoever won the play-in game is going to be home. And then if they split that doubleheader, there's going to be a winner-take-all game where the team with the better record, the lower seed, it'll be at their home park, but the higher seed will be home. So that'll 3-game series there, and the same format for the championship game. And honestly, I'm picking these two teams to make the finals. You know, in the ACBL, these two teams are at the top of their divisions. The Eagles have been a little bit more dominant. They do have a better record. But the Generals have more points. You know, as there's 3 points for a win, 3 points for a win, 2 points for a tie, and 1 point for a loss, because the points are really what matters, because we don't know if every team is going to make up all 40 of their games. And again, you'll see a lot from Eric Cartafalsa. He throws a junk ball. The one thing we've seen from him all year is his little patented short arm. He does not, go all the way back extension with his arm when he comes through his motion. And I talked to him about that, and he said it's just something he picked up a few years ago. It's something that's felt more natural, and that's when he actually started becoming a more dominant pitcher. So look for him to pound the zone today. If he's walking guys, he's not on his game. And the most he's ever walked in a game has been 2. He's been very well. He doesn't strike out a lot of batters, but he gets the job done. He gets outs. And you know what? It's going to be a great day for baseball. It's about 75 degrees here at Moody Park. It's going to be a little bit hot up here in the booth, but that's all that matters. We've got a great day for baseball. So we'll be back with first pitch in just a little bit. Again, I'm JC Calavita here to bring you all the Generals action, Generals and Capitals action all season. We're in it. We've entered the final week of the regular season. This is the final 2 home games for the Generals in the regular season, and hopefully we will see them, get that first round bye and get to those playoffs and become ACBL champions. But they got a long way to go, and they got to fight through a few teams before that. They got to lock up their division, and they can't get too cocky. So we'll be right back in just a little bit. Again, welcome back inside Moody Park. Do some sponsors right here. Trenton Generals Baseball is presented by Team Toyota of Princeton, 2871 US 1 in Lawrenceville, and Team Toyota of Langhorne, 746 East Lincoln Highway in Langhorne. So again, out of the mound, Eric Cartafalsa in all of his flow, glory. He's Danny Melnick catching him, and he's getting ready to face this Eagles lineup that has been so prolific this season. Again, Devin Boone, the All-Star, here to lead off for the Eagles. Again, it's first place matchup. Again, what I think to be potentially a finals matchup. Now, the Eagles are really running away with their division. I wouldn't be surprised if they've clinched already. But anyway, Cartafalsa pitching from the stretch today. And we're underway here at Moody Park as Cartafalsa starts the day off right with a strike right down the pipe. 0-1 to Boone. Cartafalsa quickly back on the mound. The 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. He working fast today, working well. 0-2 quickly on Devin Boone, the second baseman. Cartafalsa set on the mound. Has the sign from Melnick. The 0-2. Breaking ball just misses. Cartafalsa wanted that one. Count moves to 1-2. Just committed to Rowan from Mercer County Community College. He'll be teammates with Ryan Murphy. Murphy not here today. The pitch. outside, just off the plate. Good spot there by Cartafalsa. Boone hitting .250 on the year, 12 hits in 48 at-bats. No homers, does have 8 RBIs and 11 stolen bases. 2-2 pitch is swung on, sent foul down the right field line. Boone able to stay alive. And again, we've seen that just a lot this year. Just so many foul balls. These kids know how to stay alive, they know how to protect, they know how to hit with 2 strikes, and that's really important when it comes down to everything. The pitch. Outside and high. Count runs full, 3-2. So good job by Devin Boone to work the count full after being down 0-2. Cartafalsa kicks the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk. Not what you wanted to see right there. The Eagles thrive on base runners right there. And here comes Estrada. Albert Estrada, another right fielder, another outfielder. Another all-star for this Eagles team. Estrada hitting .389, tied for the team league in average. Hitting 21 for 54. Does have 17 RBIs, which leads his team, along with 7 stolen bases. Sloss holding on Boone at first. The pitch. The pitch is swung on, hit deep to center field. Paul Cooke's getting turned around, and he makes the catch. Good recovery out there by Paul Cooke. Estrada gave it a ride, and there's 1 out here in the first. Wow. He was spinning around, couldn't quite get the angle on it. Finally, he was able to stop, get under it, and make the catch. And there's 1 down. And that's going to bring up Ryan Ford, who hit an absolute moonshot of a home run in the All-Star game the other night. There goes Boone. The pitch is taken, and Boone's in there at second base. He's got a stolen base against Melnick. Pitch was a ball against Ford, and now the Eagles have a runner in scoring position. So want to know the count. Ryan Ford hitting from the left side, .296 average. No home runs in the regular season, but does have one in the All-Star game, along with 12 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch outside. Cartafalsa put something a little extra on that one, and now it's 2-0. Ryan Scatini waiting on deck. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ooh, Cartafalsa pulled the string on him, and now the count moves to 2-1. Ford ended up getting the Emery Glove Award in that All-Star game. Got to bring home a nice glove, courtesy of Kevin Schneider. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss again. Nice spot there by Cartafalsa. Really working that down and away fastball. A 2-2 pitch. Outside and high. Got a little bit of away from Cartafalsa, and that's another full count on the way. Cartafalsa set again. Boone takes off for third. The pitch is swung on, sent out to center field. Boone's going to have to get back. Paul Cooke is under it. He makes the throw to second, and it's going to be, Arcuri can't dig it out. And Boone's going to get back to second base easily. 2 F8s on the play. But great job by Boone to get back. You know, he was all the way down to third base, able to scamper back, reach second safely. So there's 2 away now. Here comes Brian Scatini. Scatini hitting .333 on the year, no homers, 5 RBIs. Does have 10 walks to his credit. Cartafalsa. First pitch to Scatini is down and away. Nice snag by Melnick to keep it from getting away from him. Cartafalsa coming today 2-1. 19 strikeouts and now has 7 walks on the year. 1-0 pitch. Scatini takes outside ball 2. So Cartafalsa really flirting with that strike zone. Not having zero control. But not hitting his spots the entire time either. 2-0 pitch. Called strike. Nice pitch on the inside corner. And it's 2-1 the count. Cartafalsa not just trying to give the Gens an important win on their way to becoming the best team in the league. Now, the thing about the Wolf division is that the Blazers have kind of owned the Generals. The Generals have pretty much owned the Pilots, and the Pilots own the Blazers. So the three teams that are in position to make the playoffs have a weird relationship with each other. The 2-1 pitch, as Boone starts and stops, Catini fouls it back, and the count even at 2. Again, 2 7-inning doubleheaders today. But every game in the playoffs will be 9 innings, so when there is a doubleheader, it'll be 2 9-inning doubleheaders. 2 9-inning games. The 2-2 pitch, up and in to Scatini, and that's the third full count of the game. Already, 3 out of 4 batters have seen full counts. And Cartafalsa throwing a lot of pitches. I'm not sure how long he will go today. The 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung out, set out to left field. Underneath of it is Repack, and he makes the catch. So after a leadoff walk, the Eagles go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man was left. We head to the bottom of the first. Eagles nothing, Generals coming up. Out here in the bottom of the first inning, Eagles were held scoreless in their half after a leadoff walk, and now the Gens can take the early lead. And I like this is a new lineup we've seen. You know, Repack's gonna lead off. Arcuri's hitting second. McNally's hitting third. So no Murphy today. No Conklin today. Chase Conklin, we wish you the best, bud. He's got Chase Conklin. He may have pulled his hamstring. May have torn his hamstring just a little bit. And he's going to be out for just a little while. Hopefully he can come back in time for the playoffs. But we shall see. So leading off Repack. Repack did well in the All-Star game. Scored a run. Got on base. Tied the game up. Repack today is coming in hitting .366. That's good for second on the team in batting average. Has a home run, 7 RBIs, leads the team in stolen bases with 7. And he'll face Jack Carr as he takes low ball 1. Carr has yet to allow an earned run, and I think the Gens are going to change that today. I mean, depending on how far he goes. The 1-0. Taken outside, ball 2. Repack 15 hits and 41 at-bats. As the pitch is swung on and popped up, it's going to go out of play. 2-1 the count now on the left fielder. He's quiet. I think Repack might be one of the most underrated players. He's not as flashy as, say, Melnick is or Murphy is, but he gets the job done, and he does what he's supposed to do. And the 2-1 is low, ball 3, and Repack can get on base, leadoff walk. I'm saying he goes first pitch. The 3-1. Repack swings and grounds it. First base. Ooh, it's going to be foul. Looked a little bit fair to me, but that's just foul. And the full count is back on the Gen side. That was awfully close to being a freaking fair ball double down the line. Gen's looking to make their playoff run. It's deep in the season now. Everything's on the line. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Count stays full. Carr. Another payoff pitch. Repack swings and grounds it to shortstop. Up with it is Dodson. Throws on to first in time to get Repack. 6-3 on the putout, and there's one away here in the bottom of the first inning. So that's going to bring up Giuseppe Arcuri. Arcuri walked in the All-Star game. There's going to be some interviews up on the YouTube page, so make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a minute of anything Generals and Capitals related. We're going to have some great content for you coming up about the All-Star game as Arcuri takes a breaking ball right in the back. He's happy to head on down to first base, and that's going to be a base runner. Lovely for the Gens. Here comes Mark McNally. Mark McNally has really turned it on the past couple of days, couple of games and weeks. And that's how he made the All-Star team. Was slumping to begin the season. And now you see why Seton Hall wants him. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Wow, at the knees, 0-1. That's a questionable call if I ever saw one. Arcuri takes his lead off first, being held on by 4. Wouldn't be surprised to see him steal one here. Throw over to first. He's back easily. A new third base coach. A new coach in the dugout today for the Generals. It's going to be Mike Coryell as their Legion season just finished up. He's the coach of Hopewell post 339. As the 0-1 to McNally is low, ball 1. They end up losing their first 2 games over there at the final 8 in the Legion tournament, so their season is done. And he's going to come and help the Gens the rest of the way. The 1-1. Swung on, hit on the ground. Ooh, gloved by Carr. Flips to second for 1. On to first in time. A double play. 1-6-3 on the putout. And that's going to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one was left. We go to the second. No score. Back out here in the top of the second inning. The Eagles went scoreless in their half of the first. See what they can do in the second. It's going to be Nick Adamo leading it off for the Eagles. and facing Eric Cartafalsa. So yesterday, these two teams played against each other. The Eagles won the first game. As the first pitch from Cartafalsa in the second is going to be a strike to Adamo. So the Eagles won the first game behind a great effort from Jason Ramirez. The Gens stormed back and won game 2. A 1 pitch, the check swing foul ball. And 0-2 the count on Adamo. Adamo, one of the newer players on the Eagles. He's only played in 2 games. This is his 3rd game. He is 0 for 3 right now. Looking for his first hit of the year. He's a catcher. One of their 5 catchers out of Paramus, New Jersey. As he takes ball high, 1-2. Goes to Bucknell. He'll be a junior there. Again, one of 5 catchers on this Eagles team. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Count even 2-2 now on the right-handed hitting catcher. The pitch from Cartafalsa. Swung on, ripped down the line, but it's going to be foul out of play to the right side. Eric Cartafalsa really battling early here. He's doing a lot of pitches. Has yet to allow a run. The 2-2. Swung on, hit up the middle. Ranging to his left is Delgado. He's up with it. Throws on to first in time to get the speedy Adamo. And there's 1 away here in the second. 6-3 on the putout. And that's going to bring up Mike Cilio, one of the All-Stars. We did not see Cilio from Chester, New Jersey. Going to UMBC. Hitting .263 on the year, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, 10 for 38 on the year. Does have 3 stolen bases, but he's also been caught 3 times. First pitch to him is down and in, 1-0. Cartafalsa really trying to get himself back to where he was at the beginning of the year, throwing a lot of innings in games. The pitch is swung on and popped up over near first base. Going out for it is Sloss, going towards the line, and it's out of play. Over the fence down there on the right field line. Sloss can't make the play, and Cilio's able to stay alive, 1-1 now. It looked like Sloss was going to be able to make the play, but the wind took that. Wind is blowing in from center, and he couldn't quite hit it over. Looked like he had a chance. It looked like he was going to get it, and just couldn't grab it. The 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2. Cartafalsa a little wild right here. Nothing major going on. Just hasn't found his spot. He's set. The 2-1. Swung on, ripped past McNelly into right field. That's going to be a base hit. First hit of the day in the game. And he's aboard with a 1-out single, and that's going to bring up Anthony Abatine. Nice piece of hitting there by Adamo, or by Cilio, rather. Got it right past McNelly. Didn't do too much with it, and that's a base runner. So the infield will move up the middle, and they'll double play depth. And Abatine, the center fielder today, hitting from the left-hand side. Abatine hitting .300 on the year, 12 for 40. As there's a throw over to first, back with the dive is Cilio. Abatine has 5 RBIs on the year, along with 3 stolen bases. Kicks and the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Cartafalsa seems to be stronger, gets stronger as the game goes along. He's only been allowed to throw 7 innings once. That's just because the Gens were short, but he was also short on pitching, but he pitched very well that game. As the 1-0 pitch is taken, called strike on the outside corner. Great spot there by Cartafalsa. He's not going to blow you away with anything, but he does have the power to locate well, and when he does that, it's all good. 1-1. Outside. Ooh, Melnick drops the ball, but Nothing happens. Nothing doing. Cilio stays put. 2-1 the count. Abbotine standing back in the box. Cartafalsa checking on Cilio. The 2-1. Good pitch on the inside corner, and that evens up the count at 2. Good spot there. And the umpire really over-announcing those strike calls today, which I like to see. The 2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Abbotine can't believe it. First strikeout of the day for Cartafalsa, and there's 2 outs here in the inning. So that's going to bring up Frank Marinelli. Made a brilliant catch the last time the Eagles were here at Moody Park. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Frankie Marinelli, his father, wrestled at Rutgers. He's a business major. Actually started a foundation as there's a throw over to first. Back with the dive again is Cilio. He started a foundation called the Love for Glove Foundation, where you give free gloves to underprivileged kids. Wow. He'll be a freshman in Manhattan as Cilio takes off. Marinelli rips one past Arcuri into right field. Cilio around second, heading for third. Lombardo does not throw. Cilio comes into second, and that puts runners at the corners with 2 men down. Good job, good hit and run there by the Eagles offense. They really executed that well. And that's going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, Kenny Dodson, with 2 outs and runners on first and third. Big moment in this game. Dodson leading the team in average. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Good pitch there by Cartafalsa. 0-1 the count. As there's going to be some conversation out on the mound with Kevin Schneider. Going to talk to his pitcher. As the infield comes in, there's 2 away. We'll pause for a quick word from our sponsor. And Generals Baseball is brought to you by Edward Lesky Contractors. Work smart, work safe, work tomorrow. It's also brought to you by King's Pizzarama, who do in fact happen to be closed today. They're located on 200 Ewingville Road in Ewing, New Jersey, right down the road here from Moody Park. And they will deliver to the field here. So if you're ever here at a game and you want some pizza, get some delivered. So mound visit is concluded. And here comes Kenny Dodson back up there. 0-1 still on him. And I wonder if Cartafalsa is going to be on a short leash in this game. The Gens need this game. They want to close out the division, and they want that home game for the doubleheader. The 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate. 1-1. Marinelli takes his lead off first, being held on by Sloss. The 1-1 to Dodson is taken, called strike 2. Good spot, high and outside, got the corner, and the count and Dodson down in the count 1-2. Cartafalsa trying to get out of another jam in this inning. Marinelli takes off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and Cartafalsa gets out of the jam. He allows 2 hits, no runs, score, no errors, and 2 men were left. Great job again by Cartafalsa. Gets out of that jam, scoreless. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Eagles nothing and the Generals nothing. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Generals, it's going to be Greg Delgado. The Generals were not sent down in order in the first inning, but three batters were only faced as McNally grounded into an inning-ending 1-6-3 double play. So Delgado, the all-star, swings in the first pitch and sends one out to right field. Racing over is Estrada, and he makes the catch. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the second inning. So that'll bring up Manny Melnick, who was the all-star starting catcher for the Wolf division. Pitch. Breaking ball inside for a strike. Good pitch there from Jack Carr. 0-1 on him. Melnick hitting .310. That's fifth on the team. Here's the 0-1. Takes low and outside. 1-1. 18-458. 13 RBIs on the year, along with 2 stolen bases, which is a lot for a catcher, and not bad for a team that really doesn't steal bases that much. Like the Gens, as Melnick pops one up foul out of play, and he's down in the count 1-2. Melnick will be a junior at Quinnipiac next season. As the summer, really for college students, is coming to a close, and for many high school students and grade school kids, it's just starting. The 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on, popped up. Looks to be on the infield, but it's going to get out of play. Jack Carr went to the Stony Brook School, played for the Bears. He's actually going to be a sophomore at Stony Brook. The 10th ranked right-handed pitcher in the state of New Jersey. The 1-2 pitch. Melnick takes just off the plate. Good spot there by Jack Carr. I thought Melnick might have pulled the trigger, and the umpire might have rung him up there. Melnick takes a good take, and he's still alive here. 2-2. Carr into the windup. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. Count moves to 3-2. No one really able to find their stride in this game thus far. The payoff pitch to Melnick. Swung on and fouled back. Melnick able to stay alive there. So 3-2 the count. Paul Cooke waiting on deck, hitting a solid .231. Melnick, a graduate of the Hunt School. Another 3-2 from Carr. Breaking ball inside, ball 4. Melnick's aboard with a one-out walk. And that's going to bring up Paul Cooke. Number 19, center fielder, Paul Cooke. He's on board. So scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. Long way to go. And Paul Cooke, graduate of Princeton High School, native of Cranberry, New Jersey. The pitch. Swung on, ripped, past the diving Boone into right field, and that's a base hit, first hit of the game for the Generals. And that's runners on first and second for Jake Sloss in the middle of the order, doing their thing for the Generals. Number 32, first baseman Jake Sloss. So here comes Jake Sloss, who has raised his average 50 points over the last few weeks. Coming into today, hitting an even 300, 15-450. No homers, 15 RBIs. Tied for the team lead. As the catcher calls timeout, Adamo rather, will go out and talk to him. Melnick and Sloss, as well as Ben Petrone, were all high school teammates at the Hunt School. Sloss trying to drive in the first run of the game. Cooke, a big lead at first. He wants to go from first to third. The pitch. A breaking ball. Sloss turns away from it, but it curves back in for a strike. 0-1. pitch. Breaking ball. Going to be inside. Ball 1. The pitch. Sloss fouls one back to the screen. 2-2. Or 1-2 rather. Now the Generals have really done well in the statistical department. Over 8 batters hitting over 300. And it could be 9 by the end of today with Dylan Maria hitting 281 and Sloss fouls another one back to stay alive. Jacob Sloss has done a great job this year for the Gens. So underrated. Cooke at first. Melnick at second. Another 1-2 from Carr. Sloss swings and fouls another one back. Still 1-2. Generals Baseball is brought to you by the Rose Group with Applebee's and locations in Hamilton, Lawrence, and Newtown, Pennsylvania. Carr set again. Checking on Melnick. Another 1-2 was a breaking ball. Cut on and looked to be swung on and missed. Sloss goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the game for Jack Carr. And there's 2 away, and that's going to bring up Kenny Lombardo. Lombardo hitting from the right-hand side. Hitting at a 268 clip as he swings the first pitch and swings right through it. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 to Lombardo has popped up out of play foul, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. I like the aggressiveness. He's swinging right away, but he hasn't quite been able to put it in play. 0-2 on Lombardo. Trying to drive a run home. Nothing game here in the bottom of the second inning. Cooke and Melnick take their leads off their bases as Lombardo calls time. The 0-2 pitch again. Swung on. Lifted to left center field. Ranging over for it is Marinelli. He's calling, and he'll make the grab. And that'll end the inning. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. And 2 men were left. We go to the third. 0-0 game. Devin Boone here to lead it off here in the top of the third inning against Eric Cartafalsa. Nothing game. No team able to bring a runner across quite yet. As there's a breaking ball from Cartafalsa. Starts him off with a strike. 0-1 the count. So the Caps lead the Matrix 7-2 in game one of their doubleheader as the pitch is outside ball one. Jake Kimmick has hit 2 home runs. Now my question is, why couldn't he do that yesterday? Caps got shellacked in game 2. And they lost game 1 after leading 6-1. Lost a doubleheader. And games that they really need if they want to make a playoff push. Cartafalsa's 1-1 to Boone is a breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, folks, he's getting that breaking ball right over there for a strike. And I want to see him use that the rest of the way. It's really fooling those hitters, keeping them off balance. And that's what you got to do when you don't throw very hard. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, and fouled out of play. 1-2. One and two on Boone. Cartafalsa kicks the pitch is inside. 2-2. The pitch. Oh, it hits him right on the elbow, and he didn't even move. He's not wearing even a guard on that elbow. I don't know. He didn't even flinch. That's a hit by pitch for Boone. He's on base for the second time today. And there's nobody out.
Number 13, right fielder, Robert Estrada.
So only one away. Nobody going out. Throw over to first. Back with the dive is Boone. So Boone has already stolen a base today. Cartafalsa. First pitch to Estrada. Swung on, hit down the ground to shortstop Delgado. Up with it. Goes to second for one. On to first. And it is not going to be in time. Good play there by Delgado. Ranging to his right. Throws out Boone at second base. That's all they get. And Estrada will reach with the fielder's choice. So you want Boone off the base path. That's a big thing for them. And here comes Ryan Ford. So Ryan Ford takes the first pitch up and in, 1-0. Runner goes. The pitch is upstairs. The ball is thrown into center field. No one was covering. Heading to third is Estrada, and the Eagles have a runner at third with only one out. Wow, that was a miscommunication by Arcuri and Delgado. You don't see that one very much. Wow. So that's going to be an error on Danny Melnick. It's unfortunate. It's really not his fault. But that's how it works, unfortunately, in baseball. First pitch is in there for a called strike. And the count moves to 2-1. Pitch. Called strike. It runs 2-2 on him. So 2-2 the count. Cartafalsa needs a strikeout here because pretty much anything put in play is going to get the run home. As there's a called strike 3. Nice pitch there from Cartafalsa right on the outside corner. And Ford goes down on strikes. And there's 2 away here for Brian Scatini.
Number 83, the DH, Brian Scatini.
The pitch. Up and in. Ball one. Last time up, Scattini flew out to left field to end the top of the first. So 2 away here in the third. Cartafalsa trying to get out of the jam again. The 1-0. Upstairs. Ooh, that's going to be a strike at the letters. 1-1. Good pitch there. Umpire's got a late strike, and it's a really big zone. But Cartafalsa's not complaining. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big hack there by Scattini, and he's down on the count, 1-2. One-two pitches cut on and fouled away. One-two pitch. Swung on, sent out to right center field. Arcuri going out. He makes the catch, and Eric Cartafalsa gets out of another jam. His third in 3 innings, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no error, 1 error, and 1 man was left. We go to the bottom of the third. Game still scoreless.
Leading off for the Generals.
One on one the count on Delgado, leading it off. Still no score here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitches. Delgado swings and sends one to center field. Going back on it is Abatine, and he makes the catch. Delgado gave it a ride. Abatine was sprinting back, and he's able to make the catch. So 1 away here in the third. And back to the top of the order, it'll be Lorenzo Repack, who grounded to shortstop his first time around. So Repack. Woody on Carr, the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. The 0-1. As Repack squares to bunt, but he pulled back. That's going to be a ball upstairs. 1-1 the count. Gens trying to get on base any way they can as Carr has really dominated so far. 1-1 on Repack. Infield in, or Cilio's coming in at least at third base. The pitch. Repack takes a breaking ball low. Good spot there by Carr, though. And the count moves to 2-1. Kicks and deals. Here it comes. 2-1 is low. 3-1 on Repack, and you'd love to have him on base. Repack hitting from the left-hand side. 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4, and that's a base runner for the Generals. Second walk of the game issued by Jack Carr. And Enzo Repack on base. So Juice now up. Juice got hit by a pitch his first time up. Trying to help his cause. I can feel a big swing coming from him. First pitch to Arcuri is low, ball 1. So Carr seemingly losing some control here. Repack, not a big lead at first base. The pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. This could be 2. And it goes right through the 5-hole of Dodson as Repack's racing over to third. Wow. It looks like Dodson was basically on the ground, and somehow the ball trickled through his legs. That was a tailor-made double play ball, but instead there's going to be runners on first and third with nobody, with one man down. Wow. That'll bring up Mark McNelly, who grounded into a double play last time around. But we'll see what he can do here. Don't want to waste his opportunity as the E6 will be charged to Dodson. His 8th error of the year, leads the team. The pitch is a breaking ball right there for a called strike, 0-1. Good pitch. McNelly should just look to drive one the other way. There's a huge hole between first and second. And that might get Arcuri all the way to third. The pitch is low and outside, 2-0, or 1-1. The third baseman today. Arcuri takes his lead. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball inside, almost ran in and hit him. 2-1. McNelly. As Carr throws over to first, Arcuri back standing. Good move over there by Carr. I think Arcuri really was surprised by that. McNelly hitting .339. No homers in the season. He does have a bunch of triples as he sends one over second baseman Boone into right field. 1 run's going to score. Arcuri's heading to third. The throw from Estrada is not in time. The tag was late. Good job by Arcuri going first to third. Repack comes home to score. And an RBI single by Mark McNelly gives the Gens the early lead. Good swing there by McNelly. Sent it right over second baseman Boone's head. And the Gens, again, take the early lead. It's so big against these two teams. The first run of the game usually wins. And that's what a great take by McNelly. And here comes Delgado. First pitch to him. It is low, ball 1. Want to know the count. So runners stay at first and third. So runners at the corners here. Infield up the middle again. The pitch. Inside. 2-0 on Delgado. So 1-0 Gens. Bottom 3. Trying to threaten for more. The 2-0. It runs in and hits him. And that'll load the bases. Delgado didn't even flinch. The bases are loaded. Second hit batsman of the game. That'll bring up the bases loaded for Danny Melnick. And you know what? Melnick comes through typically with runners on base. You love to see that from him. So Danny Melnick hitting .310 on the season, 13 RBIs, as the coach of the Eagles is going to come out to talk to them, talk to the pitcher. And with that, hear a word from our sponsors. T&L Performance, sports performance design and personal training designed for you, with one Whitehead Road in Hamilton. Generals Baseball is also sponsored by Wildflowers Inn on 2572 Pennington Road in Pennington. Great place to go for a drink. Great place to grab. You know what? I like the pizza there. I like the burgers there. But it's a great place to get a family meal. So back off the mound, Jack Carr. Really struggling here. Corner infield is in. So the first pitch to Danny Melnick is outside, ball one. He takes the pitch. The 1-0. Melnick takes right down the pipe. 1-1. In the last home game here, Melnick had a 3-run double against those Caps. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike. Nice pitch from Carr on the inside corner. And Melnick's going to have to protect here. And you want to get those runs. You don't want to come away with one run in the inning like this. We saw a wasted opportunity, a bases loaded, no outs, wasted opportunity yesterday. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Melnick goes down on strikes. And there's 2 away. And the last hope for the Gens this inning is Paul Cooke. So again, last chance time in this inning. They need these runs. Eagles offense cannot be silenced through the whole game. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Not a good swing there by Paul Cooke. A high fast one. Couldn't lay off. And the count is 0-1. The pitch. Takes inside. Gets a little bit away from Adamo, but nothing doing. 1-1 the count. One pitch. Swung on, ripped to second base, caught by Boone, throws on to first in time to get Cooke. And that'll end the inning. Only 1 run in the inning on 1 hit. There were no errors, or 1 error rather, and 3 men were left. We go to the 4th, 1-0 Gens. Back here in the 4th inning, leading off is going to be Nick Adamo. He takes ball 1. Generals broke through last inning, but I believe they left more to be desired. They left the bases loaded. They had a bases loaded situation with only 1 out, and they couldn't bring a run across. As Adamo swings and grounds one to shortstop, Delgado's up with it, throws across in time to get Adamo. And there's 1 away here in the 4th. Eric Cartafalsa has been brilliant so far. He's worked out of 3 jams and hasn't allowed a run, keeping his team in this game. Here comes Mike Cilio. Cilio today has singled. The pitch. Called strike. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. One pitch. Swung on, popped up. On the infield, calling forward is Sloss. He's on the line, makes the catch. And there's quickly 2 away. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but this could be Cartafalsa's quote-unquote easy inning. So I'm knocking on wood right there. I don't know if you can hear that. Here comes Anthony Abbottine, who struck out looking in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Cartafalsa. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Sloss way back at first. McNelly back at 3rd as the 0-1 pitch is outside, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. Some big stories around baseball over the past couple of days. The Cleveland Indians changing their name to the Cleveland Guardians. I'm not sure how I really feel about that. I know the Indians has to change, and they had to do that, but the Guardians, not my favorite, but I do get it as there's ball 3 outside. I get that. You know, it's because of the blue-collar nature and the Guardian traffic statues outside of Progressive Field. But I think they could have done better. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. And I'm sorry, Eric, I jinxed you. Ball 4, it's a walk. I'll put a runner on first with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up Frankie Marinelli, who singled his first time around. So I would have gone with the Spiders or the Rockers as a Cleveland name. The Spiders used to be the team name back in the late 1800s as a throw over to first, back diving is Abbottine. And the Rockers just because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think that's just be like a really cool name for a team. But whatever, Guardians it is, and we'll see how the Cleveland baseball faithful really goes with that. The pitch, called strike, 0-1. Good pitch there to Marinelli. As Cartafalsa is working with another runner on base. And that's really helped him. He has had more stressful pitches as the 0-1 is upstairs, ball 1. He's had more stressful pitches, but it's helped him today and really all season. One pitch is taken. Nice pitch on the outside corner. 0-1 the count, or 1-2 the count rather. That's a real nice pitch there from Cartafalsa, and he has been really hitting that zone today. The 1-2, there goes Abbottine. The pitch is high, and the throw is high as well. And that's going to be a stolen base for Abbottine. Second stolen base of the game for the Eagles. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up, fouled out of play. Doing a good job staying alive is at Marinelli. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Abbottine on second base. Cartafalsa kicks the pitch. Ooh! Called strike 3. And look at Melnick. Melnick got up as soon as he caught the pitch. He knew it. That's the fourth strikeout of the game for Eric Cartafalsa, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man was left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Gens lead 1-0. Wow. Jake Sloss here to lead it off for the Generals as Jack Carr's back out on the mound. He takes the first pitch low, ball one. Sloss today struck out swinging. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Into the windup, Carr. 2-1 to Sloss. Ball low, 3-1. Three-one pitch, swing and a miss, and the count runs full on Jake Sloss. Trying to lead it off, get another insurance run. 3-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on, sent out to left field, not deep. Coming in on it is Marinelli, and he'll make the catch. And there is one away. F7 on the putout. And that brings up Kenny Lombardo. First pitch to Lombardo is swung on and fouled off. Adamo can't make the catch. And there's 0-1. Lombardo takes vicious swings. You know, it's not always the most controlled, but it gets there. And if he ever makes contact, it's going to go very, very far. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt actually gets away from Adamo. Count moves to 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a called strike, and the count moves to 1-2. Carr into the windup. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. So despite this game only being 1-0, Jack Carr has really done well. The pitch. Fouled off. Still 2-2. He's really done well. You know, he's matched Cartafalsa pitch for pitch. I don't think he hasn't been in as many jams. Cartafalsa has allowed more runners on base. But Jack Carr, that was the first, actually I should have said this earlier, that's the first earned run that he has allowed the entire season. 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, and Lombardo able to work the count full, 3-2. Good job by him to do that. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Lombardo gets on base. Draws a 1-out free pass. Third walk of the game for Carr. And here comes Delgado, the 9-hole hitter. Delgado, 0 for 1. He's flew out to center back in the third. He takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Delgado really known for his defense. You gotta stop playing shortstop in Chase Conklin's absence. Couple of nice plays today. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, nice block there by Adamo. Keeps Lombardo from advancing. Count moves to 1-1. One pitch is swung on and foul down to the third base line. That was a nice piece of hitting by Delgado. Just was a little bit early. Onto the count. The pitch. Delgado takes inside. Ooh. Called. Strike 3. Delgado did not like that call, but it's been there all game. And there's 2 away here in the 4th. Third strikeout of the game for Jack Carr. And here comes Lorenzo Repack back to the top of the order. First pitch to Repack is outside, 1-0. Lombardo takes the lead off first. Being held on by Ford. The pitch. Outside, 2-0 on Repack. Repack today is 0 for 1. He's grounded to shortstop. He's also walked. Lombardo not really a threat to steal. The 2-0. Repack takes low ball 3. And I think I get the green light here if I'm Repack. He's second on the team in average. And there's 2 away, and you really haven't been able to muster up a bunch of offense. Only 2 hits for both teams. The pitch. Repack takes low ball 4. And that puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. And that brings up Giuseppe Arcuri. Just a poke out to right field. That's going to score a run. The Gens need to hit with runners in scoring position. They haven't really done that today. As Arcuri swings and sends one out to center field. Ranging over is Abatine. He's still going back, and he makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men were left. We go to the 5th. Gens still lead 1-0. Kenny Dotson here to lead it off in the top of the 5th inning. He is 0 for 1 tonight with a K. And the pitch is inside, almost runs in and gets him 1-0. Cartafalsa has pitched very well today. Has only given up 2 hits and surrendered only 2 walks. So only 4 base runners as there's a ground ball to third base. McNelly with the backhand throws on to first in time to get Dodson. 5-3 on the putout. And there's 1 away quickly here in the 5th. This game moving right along. Only about an hour and 15 into this game. Cartafalsa doing exactly what the Gens need him to do. If only he could get a little bit more offensive help. The pitch. Inside, ball 1 to Devin Boone. Boone today has walked and been hit by a pitch. He's a stolen base. The 1-0. Swung on, ripped over the head of Sloss down the right field line. Lombardo over to pick it up, and that's going to be a 1-out single for Devin Boone. Just sends it out to right field. Drops it right in there. Not doing too much, but doing what they need him to do. First pitch to Robert Estrada. Robert Estrada to hit here. Runner on first with 1 down. There is some warm-up action on the left field line. This could be Estrada's last inning. As the pitch is swung on, sent out to deep right center field. That's going to split the gap. Ooh! Lombardo makes the catch! Deep out to right center field. What a catch. Lombardo ran a long way, and now there's 2 outs. And that's what you need. The defensive help has worked so well
Number 87, first baseman Ryan Ford.
for this Gens team. That could have been extra bases. That could have tied the game right there with Devin Boone's speed. But there's 2 away. And Ryan Ford now up, and he swings a big hack at the first pitch, and he's down on the count 0-1. Today, Ford has flown out to center and also struck out looking. There goes Boone. The pitch is upstairs. The throw from Melnick is on the money, but Boone just beats it. 3rd stolen base of the game for the Eagles. And 2nd of the game for Boone. And that puts a runner in scoring position with 2 down. 1-1 the count. The pitch upstairs and outside. 2-1. That was a good pitch to run on, but also a good pitch to throw on for Melnick. It was upstairs, but Cartafalsa takes a little while to get to the plate. The pitch. Called strike. Nice pitch on the outside corner, and the count now even at 2. 2-2 on Ryan Ford. Pitch is low, and the count runs full. 3-2. Big pitch here in this game. Boone at second. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. 1-0 game. Cartafalsa trying to get out of another jam. The payoff pitch. Boone takes off for 3rd. The pitch is cut on. And the throw down to 3rd. That's going to be a walk for Ryan Ford. He did not. He held up. And Boone will take 3rd base. So the pitch.
Number 83, the DH, Brian Scatini.
So Brian Scatini will now be up. So runners at the corners. Here comes Kevin Schneider. This could be it for Cartafalsa. No, he's going to just talk to him. The infield comes in. Again, runners at 1st and 3rd. So Connor McNeil warming in the pen for the Gens. And Brian McNeil warming on the right field line for the Eagles. Trenton Capitals win game 1 of their doubleheader against the Matrix 9-4. As Scatini takes a massive hack at the first 1-0-1. It looks like Ryan Ford and Brian Scatini look like lions in a pack of gazelles, the way they're taking hacks at these baseballs. Absolute vicious. The 0-1. Check swing, he could not hold up, and the count is quickly 0-2 on Scatini. Can Cartafalsa work out of another one? He's been magnificent today with only the minimal run support. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5th strikeout of the game for Eric Cartafalsa, and way to work out of yet another jam today. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 were left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Gens. Jack Carr's day is done as we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. His final line, 4 innings pitched, 3 Ks, 4 walks, 2 hits, and 1 earned run. His first given up all season. The new pitcher will be Hunter Sabers, a left-handed pitcher, a freshman going to pitch for Marist. And he's going to face the heart of the order, McNelly, Delgado, and Melnick here in the bottom of the 5th. The Gens trying to muster up more than 1 run. And you can tell they are really missing Conklin and Murphy. So the first pitch from Sabbers is taken upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 on McNelly, who is 1 for 2 today. He rounded into a double play. He's also singled. 1-0 pitch. McNelly takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. McNelly recently committed to Seton Hall after transferring from New Mexico State. Takes a pitch outside, 2-1. He's going to do a great job for the Pirates, staying close to home. One pitch is inside, called strike, and the count is 2-2. Sabbers comes into today. This is his 6th game. He's thrown 9 innings, given up 3 earned runs, has 13 strikeouts to 10 walks, a 1-0 record, and a 3.00 ERA. 2-2. Ooh, that looked like a strike to me. It's going to be a little bit outside, and the count goes full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch from Sabbers. McNelly swings and pops it up on the infield. Calling for it is Boone. He'll make the catch. And there's 1 away here in the 5th. Minimal hit. There have only been 5 hits across these 2 games. And you know what? It's been a pitcher's duel, and it's been interesting to see that. And if this is what's in store for hopefully when these Gens play the Eagles in the playoffs, this is going to be a fun time. But Connor McNeil coming in. Let's see if he can hold on. I wonder if Cartafalsa is coming back out. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. Count goes to 1-0 on Delgado. Sabbers into the windup. The pitch. Delgado takes. Ooh, that's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Again, I don't know if I would call that a strike, but if they're going to give it to him, if they're going to call that consistency, then you got to go with it. That's all you need. As Delgado fouls one off down the right field line. It's 1-2 on him. Delgado, a little bit of a struggle for him of late. You know, he came on strong. He had a moonshot home run against the Capitals a couple of days ago. But just has lost it a little bit here. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Sabbers working from behind. Not throwing very hard. Big lefty. Has a long way to go. Gotta get the velo up. His off-speed pitches work well, though. Here it comes. Outside. The count runs full, 3-2. So back-to-back full counts to begin the inning. And Sabres, again, throwing a lot of pitches here. Both Greg and X have yet to get a hit today. The 3-2. He fouls it back. So MLB news, the Orioles and Nationals tied 1-1 in the top of the 2nd. Phillies and Braves just getting underway. They're scoreless. Cardinals lead the Reds 2-0 in the bottom of the 1st. And the Rays over the Indians 1-0 as Delgado takes a pitch on the inside corner. He didn't like that call. He goes back to the dugout. First strikeout for Hunter Sabbers. And there is 2 away here in the 5th. There comes Danny Melnick, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Sunday Night Baseball, going to be White Sox and Brewers. Interesting thing to talk about. Both teams have been very well leading their respective divisions. So 1-0 on Melnick. 3 hits for the Eagles and 2 for the Gens, but the Gens have the 1-0 lead, and that's the most important thing. But they're trying to extend the lead. They definitely want more. Melnick takes strike 2, or strike 1 rather, 1-1 the count. 1-1 on Melnick. Paul Cooke waiting on deck. He's 1 for 2 today. Pitch. Up and in. 2-1. A lefty warming up in the pen for the Gens. That's Cartafalsa. He's going out there to do his band work. 2-1 the count on Melnick. The pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Going out for it is Ford. He gives way to Boone, and then he'll make the catch. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles. We head to the 6th. 1-0 Gens. Back out here in the top of the 6th inning here at Moody Park. The Gens lead by a score of 1-0, and there's going to be a new pitcher on the mound. The final line for Eric Cartafalsa through 5 innings, struck out 4. 5 innings, struck out 4. I know, rather. 5 innings, struck out 5. Walked 2. Hit a batter. And he's on the hook for the win. In a 1-0 game. And the new pitcher is going to be Connor McNeil, the 6'5" right-handed pitcher out of Orange Coast College, played for the Pirates in South Mesa, California. Connor McNeil is making his 5th appearance. He's thrown 8 2/3 innings. He's given up 6 earned runs, striking out 9, walking 5, an 0-run record with a 6.23 ERA. He's done well this season. Does have the highest overall ERA on the Gens.
Now pitching for the Generals, number 55, Connor McNeil. Hitting off for the Eagles, catcher, number 36, Nick Adamo.
So Nick Adamo to lead it off here for the Eagles. Today Adamo is grounded to shortstop twice. 0 for 2. McNeil trying to keep the scoreless stretch going for the Generals pitching staff. Here it comes. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Called low, ball low. 2-0 on Adamo. Adamo still looking for his first hit of the year. Came late to this ACBL, great league. Something we've seen a lot. McNeil, the 2-0. Taking low, ball 3, and McNeil not finding the zone with his first batter here. Walking the leadoff batter is a big no-no, and the Eagles' offense is just waiting to come alive. 5, 6, 7 in the order. McNeil trying to get back on track. The pitch. Inside, ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to begin the outing for Connor McNeil. And not what you want to see out of him. So 1-0 the count. This is the 6th walk of the year. Sloss holding on Adamo. So here comes Cilio. The pitch, Cilio squares, he pulls back, and that's the 5th straight ball to start the outing for Connor McNeil. Nobody warming up in the pen. Obviously, they're not expecting McNeil to throw 5 straight balls. Kicks and he comes home. Another square around, and that's the 6th ball. It's hit in the dirt. Melnick blocks it, and he looks a little frustrated out there. Connor McNeil going to be a junior over there at Orange Coast College. Graduate of Haddonfield High School, the 5th-ranked right-handed pitcher in the class of 2018 in New Jersey. So it's 2-0 on Cilio, who is 1 for 2 today with a single. He's also popped up to third as there's a bunt up the line. McNeil fields, throws on to first to get the force. And Adamo heads down to second. So that's a sacrifice bunt. 1-3 on the putout. And there's one away, but there's going to be a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. And that'll going to bring up Anthony Abatine. Abatine today 0 for 1 with a walk. He is also struck out looking. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good spot there by McNeil. That's the first non-contact strike that McNeil has gotten so far. Boy, did they need that. The 0-1. Swung on. Sent out to left field. Ranging over his repack towards the line. Makes the catch in foul territory. And there are 2 away here in the 6th. Connor McNeil can work out of the leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Frankie Marinelli, who today is 1 for 2. So only Marinelli and Cilio and Boone with hits today. So Nick Adamo at second base. Frankie Marinelli stands in. McNeil trying to get out of the inning unscathed. The pitch. Outside ball 1. Not what you want to see there. You got to get strike 1. You'd love to get strike 1. Hasn't happened yet. 1-0 pitch. Called strike, emphatically called by the home plate umpire. 1-1 on Marinelli. Tying run at second in the form of Adamo. 1-1. Takes outside and low. 2-1. McNeil throwing hard, just not throwing accurately right now. Would love to get a ground ball to Arcuri at second base to end the inning. There's a big hole between short and third, as McNelly is way off the line. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away, and the count even 2-2. Dodson waiting on deck. He's 0 for 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Marinelli trying to tie the game. McNeil Wants to keep it scoreless for the Gens. He kicks and deals the pitch. Outside, ball 3, and the count runs full. One of the biggest bats of the game, and this right here, folks, could be your money play of the game. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Adamo waiting at second. The payoff pitch from McNeil. Outside, ball 4, and that's going to bring up Dodson. Second walk of the inning for McNeil. And that's going to put runners on first and second. Still with 2 outs here, so no real thing to worry about. They had a base open. Here comes Kenny Dodson. So Dodson waiting on. The first pitch from McNeil is inside. Gets away from Melnick, but runners move up. Marinelli's heading down to second base. The throw goes there, and they got Marinelli in a rundown. And he will be... Ooh, they still have been running. He's still in there. Arcuri to Delgado has him. Throw back to first, and McNeil has the tag on him. No, they say Delgado put the tag on him. And that's a mistake that could come back and haunt the Eagles. They had a runner in scoring position. That looks like what Jake Kimmick did yesterday. So Melnick, it got away from Melnick a little bit. Adamo stayed put, and Marinelli gets thrown out. That's going to be a caught stealing. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man was left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Game still 1-0 Gens. All right, the Generals have one more chance to score a run before they go to the top of the 7th. So Paul Cooke will lead it off. As Gavin Troutman has homered for the Capitals, that they lead 2-0 in Game 2. And Paul Cooke squares around, pulls back, 1-0. Pitch is Paul Cooke squares around, pulls back. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Sabres. The 1-1 is upstairs. 2-1 on Paul Cooke. I wonder why he was screwing around to bunt. I guess he's just in a little bit of a slump. Just needs to, or the Gens just need a runner on base. And Paul Cooke has the speed to do it. So 2-1 the count. Arms very high up on his batting stance. The pitch. Inside 3-1. Joey Sheets will be the starter in game 2. I'm excited to see him. Here's the 3-1. Called strike on the outside corner. And there's a full count here. Dylan Maria warming up in the pen. Maybe we'll see him in the 7th. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Paul Cooke tosses his bat away emphatically. And that's going to be a leadoff walk. And here comes Jake Sloss. The Gens would love to get, we would love to get another run. The pitch. Sloss shows bunt, and he pulls back. 1-0 on Sloss. Today he's 0 for 2. He struck out. He's also flied to left. Coming way into third base, and Sloss bunts it up the third base line, and it rolls foul. Cilio way in at third base, like 3/4 of the way down the line. And if Sloss wanted to, he could have pulled back and slapped it right in his face. I think Sloss, if he wanted to, he could have reached out and touched him. That's dangerous, Cilio. So 1-1 the count. Cilio comes weighing in again as Sloss squares, throw over to first base, back with the back easily as Cooke. 1-1 the count. Cilio coming in again. Sloss squaring super early. The pitch. It's bunted back to the pitcher. He spins around, throws over to first base in time to get Sloss. He does his job, though. And there is one away. Cooke heading down to second. Sack bunt for Jake Sloss. So here comes Kenny Lombardo. And it's Marist on Marist right here. Lombardo will be a sophomore at Marist. So Marist on Marist here. Red Fox battle. Cooke leads off second. First pitch to Lombardo is in the dirt. Lily gets a little bit of away from Adamo, but Cooke back does not make a move. So 1-0 the count on Lombardo. Sabres checking on Cooke. The pitch. Lombardo takes a strike at the knees. 1-1 the count. One nothing game for the Gens. Trying to get another run here. Would love it. The 1-1. Inside. 2-1 on Lombardo. Again, 2-1 the count. Sabres checking on Cooke. The pitch. Lombardo takes upstairs. 3-1 now. First base open. The pitch. Swung on, sent out to right field. Cooke is going to go back and tag. Making the catch is Estrada, heading for third. The throw is not in time. It's offline, and Cooke heads on down to third. So good base running by Paul Cooke, and that puts a runner on third with 2 down, and this is going to bring up Xavier Delgado. Big at bat here. An insurance run would be huge. So an F9 on the part of Lombardo, a productive out. And here comes Xavier Delgado. So Dylan Maria again warming up in the bullpen. Xavier Delgado hitting with 2 outs and Paul Cooke at third. The pitch. Delgado takes strike 1 in the inside corner. The pitch gets away, and Paul Cooke gets home. He steals home. Paul Cooke steals home. Wow. And the Gens take a 2-0 lead. You were never going to see anything like that coming. You see something new every time at Moody Park. Paul Cooke steals home. Wow. Able to catch the Eagles off guard. Catches him napping. Wow. As the 1-1 pitch is upstairs. 2-1. 2-1 to Delgado. He doesn't really need to get a base hit anymore as he swings through it. But they would love him to start a 2-out rally. I mean, wow. Two-0 count. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but the Gens get that insurance run on Paul Cooke. Steals home. 1 run, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 7th. Last chance time for the Eagles. The Gens lead it 2-0. I cannot believe that. I mean, yeah, I mean, how do you keep it? Wow.
Getting off for the Eagles, shortstop number 3, Kenny Dotson.
Kenny Dotson back in the batter's box here in the top of the 7th inning. So McNeil. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. The pitch. 2-0 pitch is inside for a strike, 2-1. Two-1-2. Dotson is outside. Ball 3, 3-1. So McNeil came in for Eric Cartafalsa. Didn't give up a run. Walked 2 batters. Got runners on first and second rather. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and the count runs full now on Dodson. Paul Cooke stole home as Dodson pops one out foul to the right side. Paul Cooke stole home. Three and two the count. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. The 3-2 again. A broken bat, little liner. Arcuri up with it, throws on to first in time to get Dodson. And there's one away here in the 7th. 2 outs away from a Game 1 win for the Generals. 4-3 on the putout. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Devin Boone, who is 1 for 1 today. He's walked and hit by a pitch and singled. He has 3 stolen bases. If anybody were going to steal home, I would think it'd be him. The pitch. Called strike. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low, 1-1. The Generals just can't seem to figure out a way to get him out today. Again, a walk. One and one. McNeil kicks and deals. Here it comes. It's upstairs. Ball 2. 2-1 the count on Devin Boone. Trying to go outside. And the tying run on deck. So 1 away here in the 7th. Robert Estrada waiting on deck. The 2-1 pitch. Inside. Almost runs in and nailed Boone. That moves to 3-1. Three and one the count. He kicks and deals the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. The tying run comes to the plate in the form of Robert Estrada. Thank God for Paul Cooke getting that insurance run across the plate.
Number 13, right fielder Robert Estrada.
So Maria was warming up. I think if McNeil walks another batter, I think they're going to bring Maria in. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. This could end it. Arcuri misses it. It goes into center field. Heading for third is Boone. He's going to get there. Heading for second is Estrada, and that puts runners on second and third. And Boone gets to go home because the ball rolled into the dugout. So the tying run is going to be on third base. Wow. So Boone's going to score, and here comes Coach Snyder. And it's a 1-run game. So a little ground ball up the middle that could have been a double play turns into a 1-run and a runner on third. Arcuri could have had it. I just don't think he got to it. Don't know what happened there as the umpires and the coaches are talking. Wow. What an unfortunate turn of events for the Generals here. Wow, so 2-1 the 2-1 game here for Ryan Ford. And pretty much contact of any kind
Number 87, first baseman.
will bring the runners home. This is not how you want the game to go. Generals need to finish this game off. This is what separates good teams from great teams. So the Gens are going to walk Ryan Ford intentionally to set up the double play. That's a good idea. That's something I probably would have done. And here comes Brian Scatini, who was 0 for 4 today.
Number 83, the DH, Brian Scatini.
So it puts runners on first and third. And it's going to be a pinch hitter.
Sitting for the Eagles, number 15, Benjamin Winstead.
So Ben Winstead to pinch hit for Brian Scatini. McNeil, the first offering is outside, ball 1. Winstead getting his first at bat today. So a walk, and then a single and an error. And then another walk as Melnick blocks the 1-0 pitch. It's 2-0, and McNeil really is not finding the zone here. He's a little bit frazzled. Winstead going to be a freshman at Monmouth in the fall. 5'10", 200-pound left-handed hitter. Usually an outfielder. The 2-0, there goes Ford. McNeil cannot block the baseball. And that puts runners on second and third with only one out here. So 3-0 the count. And I would think McNeil, they're going to intentionally walk Winstead, putting McNeil in a bad position. They're going to bring in Dylan Maria, is going to be the new pitcher, with bases loaded in a 1-run game. And that's why they're paying Dylan Maria the big bucks, even though he's not actually getting paid. So final 2 outs potentially for the Gens will be here right after this. Back here in the top of the 7th inning, Dylan Maria is the new pitcher for the Gens, and he's coming in with a huge situation. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1-run game here in the top of the 7th inning. And here up to Mike Cilio, or actually no, Nick Adamo, as the first pitch is right there for a strike. Maria coming out firing. 2 outs to get. Infield up the middle. Sloss and McNelly in. McNelly way off the line at third. As the ball gets past Melnick, headed for the plate is Estrada. He's going to score, and this game is tied. On the wild pitch from Dylan Maria, 1-1 the count. But now this game is tied. Wow. The Gens were leading the entire game, and they just couldn't close it out. I knew the offense couldn't be silenced for the entire time. That's not what you want to see out of this team. With championship aspirations, you got to be able to close out games. As the pitch is swung on, sent out to right field. Coming on is Estrada. Going out is Arcuri. Arcuri's off his glove. 1 run's going to score, and that's an error. Second error to the inning on Giuseppe Arcuri, and now it's a 3-2 game. Wow, 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning, and the Gens have lost the lead. That should have been Lombardo's ball, I think. Arcuri had a weird angle. Lombardo was racing. I don't know if he could have gotten there, but Arcuri was calling him off, and he drops the baseball. And that'll bring up Mike Cilio. So runners at first and third now, as the pitch is a strike. 0-1. Runners on first and third. Still only 1 out here. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to third. And now the count moves to 0-2. To the count. The pitch. Swung on, a little liner to shortstop. Doug Delgado has it, and that's the second out. L6 on the putout. But now, there's 2 away. It's 3-2 game. So Anthony Abbottine, the 8th man to come to bat in the inning. He is 0 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a fly out to left. The pitch. Called strike. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Outside ball 1. 1-1 the count on Abbottine. The Gens have their work cut out for them in their half of the 7th. They do have the top of the order, though, so that's the best part. But they haven't really done much in the hitting department. Only 2 hits today as the pitch is outside ball 2. So the wild pitch tied the game. And then that error by Arcuri put the Eagles ahead. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Or foul ball, actually. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Adamo at first, Scatini at third. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the left side. Abbottine stays alive. No lead is safe. It's never enough. You got to get more runs than 2. Now, Cartafalsa pitched very well. He got you, kept you in the game. Got to close it out. The 2-2 pitch. Called. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. But the damage is done. 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 2 errors, and 2 were left. We go to the 7th. Last chance time for the Gens now. The Eagles lead 3-2. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Generals will be Lorenzo Repack, and the Gens are down a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Savers back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work as Repack takes low ball 1. Repack today is 1 for 2. He's walked twice. Oh, no, I lied. Repack today is 0 for 1 with 2 walks, and he's also grounded out to shortstop. Generals really haven't been able to muster much offense. Only 2 hits today as there's a called strike. 1-1 the count. They can't really rely on walks. They're going to have to get base hits. But what better way to do it at the top of the order? And I think Giuseppe Arcuri is going to come out with a vengeance. He's angry that he made that error. And here's the 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2. 2-1. 2-1 the count. The pitch from Savers. Swung on, hit on the ground, down the first base line is going to be foul. And the count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Repack takes upstairs, ball 3. Count moves to 3-2. So the top of the inning got an easy ground out, walk, single walk. But he loaded the bases, and there was a couple of errors as Repack leads off with a free pass of his own, his 3rd walk of the game. So the inning starting right, the tying run on base, the winning run in the form of Giuseppe Arcuri at the plate. How fitting would it be for him to get a walk-off 2-run home run right here? And honestly, that's probably what he's thinking about right now. But really, Giuseppe, all you need to do, just barrel it up. Don't try to do too much. The pitch from Savers, taken upstairs, ball 1. Arcuri waiting on Savers. The 1-0. Inside fastball. Ooh, that's going to be a strike. He didn't like that one. But it's been a call all day long, and the Gens are going to have to realize that at some point if they want to take this game. Repack takes his lead off first. Ford holding him on. The pitch. Arcuri takes low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Arcuri waiting on Savers again. The 2-1 pitch. He swings. Sends one down the left field line. It's going to be foul. He drove it well, and I think he might have broken his bat. He drove that far for a broken bat. Wow, okay. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, still nobody out in the inning. And I don't think you're going to double up Juice. Way inside, it gets away from the catcher, but that's going to be ball 4. It ran in and hit Arcuri. So Arcuri hit by a pitch for the 2nd time today, and that puts runners on 1st and 2nd for Mark McNally, who's 1 for 3 today. So the winning run on base.
Number 2, third baseman Mark McNally.
Mark McNally up. He's squaring around a bunt. The pitch. He squares, he gets the bunt down. Savers picks it up. He can't clear it cleanly, and he makes the throw to first. And McNally is thrown out, but that puts the winning run on 2nd base. The tying run on 3rd. Mark McNally, a sacrifice bunt. The 2nd of the game for the Gens, 3rd of the game as a whole. 1-3 on the putout. And here comes Greg Delgado, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, hit by pitch, and they're going to intentionally walk Delgado to get to Melnick. And if I were Danny Melnick, just like Michael Jordan in The Last Dance, you take that personally. So I think Melnick's going to double down the line right here. That's going to be a game winner. The pitch. Melnick takes upstairs, ball 1. A single ends the game. The 1-0. Melnick swings, sends one down the right field line, foul out of play. Count 1-1 on Melnick. Jen's dugout, cheering for Melly. 1-1, 1 strike. Corner infield in. Ford not holding on Delgado at first. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs, 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Nobody warming up in the pen just yet. Danny Melnick today, 0 for 2 with a walk. The 2-1 pitch. Melnick pops it up, out of play. Count runs even at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Three-two fouled off. Melnick steps out, adjusts his gloves. So long look in for Melnick. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, gets through the infield. 1 run's gonna score. Arcuri's around third, heading for home. The throw by Marinelli is offline, and the Gens win the game. An RBI single by Danny Melnick, and the Generals win. And that's gonna be your Northfield Bank money play of the game. And the Generals are out there to mob him at home plate. And the Gens lead 4-3 as Melnick comes through. Danny Melnick comes through. An RBI single gets right past Cilio into left field. And the Gens win by a score of 4-3. They were up 2-0 in the top of the 7th inning. Gave up 3 runs in the inning. And they come back, score 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Win the game by a score of 4-3. Wow. You know, the Gens show perseverance all year long. They do their thing. They do it well. And, you know, Melnick, single to left. If that throw was online, Arcuri's out. But it was offline. They took the chance because you got to make that one good throw. And they got it done. So the final line for the Eagles, 3 runs on 4 hits with 1 error. The Generals win 4 runs on 3 hits with 3 errors. Danny Melnick, got to be your player of the game. And we'll be back with Game 2 in just a little bit. I'm Jason Calavita. See you.